Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Texans are #1 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Colts team that knows they have to take care of the ball.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's Watson now on second down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Barkevious Mingo, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go.
Here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a first down throw. Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Tight end left. Here we go. Red 38.
To throw on second is Watson. And that'll be incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
White 90. White 90.
Out of the gun, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Let's go.
Brissett to throw on first. And that'll be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
This is Marlon Mack, the rookie from South Florida. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand Ohio.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
What's tight end? You got three down. Come on, let's go. What? 9.
Here's Mack. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Man left. Let's go. What? 9.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let's go. Grand 38.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on, let's go. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Here we go. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round. 4 down. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
2nd down, Brissett. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Brissett from the gun on third. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Colts send out their punter. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Ellington now to return it. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 41 yards on the ground. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So they're operating in the red zone.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Come on, let's go! Let's go! Brand 38!
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Barkevius Mingo. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Get off the train track. Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Got 4 down.
On second down, here's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau.
Come on, let's go!
A run by Mack to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Brissett now on 2nd down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. He'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Brissett now. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Bryce picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's flushed out right and avoids the contact by sliding. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Halfback sent in motion.
Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Watch twist. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Drops it to Blue, complete. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now it's Andrew Franks on for the field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Frank's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, Brissett. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And here comes the Texans now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Come on, let's go!
Here's Watson now on second down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jabal Sheard able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! Red 38!
Now Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Bus formation, bus formation. Come on, boys, come on. Let's go! White, 90! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Watson to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Watch tight end. Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Watson now operating from the gun. Now he's forced out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Come on, let's go!
On the carry, Michael. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run with Mack. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Ohio, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Back to the air, Watson on second down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Brand 38!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Flex route. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
To throw is Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Here we go. What? 90.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. And the Colts getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Here we go. What? 90.
A first down throw for Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And this will be a touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see it, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
So they're going to go for 2. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that two-point attempt.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pick up there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion.
Strong right, strong right. Come on, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Watch 84. Watch 84. He's going. Come on, let's go.
Second down, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Read it well, and it's picked. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Partner, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes guys who are built with the dimension of linebackers can actually get lost from sight by the quarterback.
Well, they're usually not the tallest guys.
So, yeah, that allows them sometimes to kind of hide down in there, kind of get a little bit lower, and maybe he just never saw him. But, boy, he sure wishes he had. He picked it off and ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, Brissett looking long for Thomas. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Let's go.
Brissett looking deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Come on, let's go.
Throwing, Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Brissett now on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Zach Cunningham coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go. Flex round. Four down. Check. Flex round.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Come on, line. We better than that.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Hey, we got 3 down. Here we go. 190. Flex round. Check Mike 54. Ohio. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's Shane Leckler now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Brissett on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Tight ends left. Tight ends left. Everyone's got 4. Come on, let's go.
Brissett now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. 46 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden. Try not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They go play action with Brissett. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zone. Sometimes the receiver...
Oh, no, he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now a carry for Mack. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Let's go! Ohio!
They come out here in the eye. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The offense on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Watch 10. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
Here's Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Watkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a...
Lamar Miller, and he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Let's go. Brand 38.
He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right. Let's go. Brand 38.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Colts on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Flex round. Let's go. 190.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Third down now following the completed pass.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Start right there. Here we go. 190.
Brissett looks to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. Ohio. Here we go.
Now Mack shreds the tackle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Coming to you. Here we go. 190.
Here's Brissett. This will be caught inside the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. Grand 38.
Brissett. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Texans set to come onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break.